if we work literally every day, if we have to deal with so much every day, don't you deserve to at least be happy? You do. I'm telling you that you do. Hey girls, so it's Joy here, and we're on this journey to become better so that we can be our best self in 2024. Today's video is all about positivity. It's all about everything nice without the spice. Okay, so if this is the type of content that you want to hear, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned. This one is going to be good. Okay, so first thing first, let's talk about synonyms for positivity. So when we thinking about positive, being positive, we're thinking about being kind, we're thinking about being nice, and then we're thinking about positivity. But I want you guys to know that those are three separate things. Being nice is more actionable. So when someone says like, "Oh, you're such a nice person," they're considering the things that you've done that made them feel like you're a nice person. So for example, do you hold the door for, I don't know, the elderly? Do you sit there and listen to people just tell you what they want to hear? Are you a yes girl? Every time somebody asks you for something, they say yes. What actionable things that you've done in your life to make people think that you're oh so nice? So people may think you're nice because your actions are nice, but it could just be fake. That's what I'm getting at. Now, when it comes to being kind, kindness is different from being nice. Someone can actually be considered mean, like maybe they don't hold the door for people, or maybe they don't listen, but they are kind. Therefore, if a situation arises where they have to choose between right or wrong, regardless of their attitude, regardless how they show up, they will still do what's right because kindness is more internal, is more of a core value. So I'm doing this because I feel a moral responsibility to do this versus I'm doing this because this is what's socially acceptable or this is what I feel is necessary in the moment. It comes from a deeper place. Now, positivity, being positive, is completely different from being nice and being kind. In some way, they all do rub together. In some people, they have all of them at the same time. But positivity is more of a perspective, your outlook on whatever it is that you're doing. Do you have an optimistic perspective on it? So let's get more into that. So, the first thing first about actually developing a better positive outlook is actually determining what is causing you not to be positive in the first place. Do you feel that naturally? Like you're just not positive. Maybe it's kind of generational where it's like my father and my parents are not positive. They're always negative. So I grew up being negative. I have no experience on for real being positive, no matter if the wind is blue, if the sky is blue, if the green is grass, we're going to talk about it. We're negative. Is it like a situation like maybe you have always been pretty much positive, but you're under so much stress, you're in like a job that you hate, or you're around people that you don't like, or maybe people that are technically bullying you. So that is causing a negative outlook. Or maybe it's internal. Maybe you let yourself down, you're disappointed in yourself, or somebody else disappointing you. So you're dealing with a lot of hurt and a lot of pain, and that's causing a lot of negativity within you. You have to figure out what it is because you need to know how to deal with that. Because I can't say, okay, do this and do that and be positive if when you go to work, they're literally bullying you, they're literally attacking you, they're literally hurting you. Being positive is not being a doormat, it's not being nice. That's why I said it's an outlook. So, in order for you to figure out how to change your perspective, you have to figure out the root that's causing your perspective to be so negative. Okay, so when you're going on this journey to figure out what's making you negative, if it's something that's so internal, like disappointment or hurt, or someone else hurt you, I definitely would like to recommend a therapist. I know it sounds funny, but you may need to talk it out with a professional, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm like so pro therapy, like I'm a pro therapy gal. Or maybe you can't afford a therapist, or a therapist is just not an option, it's not your thing. Take some time and to write it out because you want to get it outside of you. A lot of times we allow negative things to just resonate in us, and it does nothing. It's horrible for our health. It stresses us out. You can lose your hair. Like, go ahead and take the time to just write it down so you can get it out. Now, if it's a thing where it's generational, like you really feel that it has a lot to do with maybe like your parents, or maybe you feel like you always knew that they were negative, but now you're growing up and you're like, man, I'm becoming my mother. I sound just like my mother and she's so negative. Something that you can do is just really be cautious of that and conscious of that. And when you have like that consciousness, you can do little things like a positivity jar. I know it sounds cliche, I know it sounds lame, but seriously, how some people have swearing jars, when you have those thoughts, where it's like, let me be negative, and you don't turn those thoughts into like a positive perspective, then I don't know, put a quarter in the jar. You want to just get control of knowing when your outlook is changing and how you're adjusting to that outlook, so that you can find ways to create better habits so that you can like change them into like a more positive outlook. Okay, so when it comes to the environment, what you want to consider is how can you reward yourself and give yourself something to look forward to so that you can like get yourself through the day. So the environment maybe is like your workplace or some people at your workplace. Um, those things you can technically change, but you know that it's not you. It's external factors that's causing this negativity to like be within it. And so what do you do in those situations is actually you start looking for a job, you start looking for ways to like get yourself out that situation, and you like give yourself like that deadline. So yes, I have to go to work today, but I'm only going to be here for another 60 days. The countdown is on. Every day into the 60 days, I'm going to write an X, and at the end of every week, I'm going to reward myself. Or at the end of every day, I'm going to watch my favorite show and give myself a good wind down time, because all day I'm going to be motivated to have a positive outlook, because at the end of the day, I get to come home and watch my show. You have to find little ways to treat yourself so that you have something to look forward to, so that it's not so overbearing. Something else I want you to consider when you're thinking about your thoughts and your actions, your perspective, is that everything is actually a choice, you guys. And I know you're like, girl, I can choose to be positive, but I just ain't got it in me. But the truth is that you do have it in you. Anytime you want to grow or you want to change, or you just want to become better, you have to consider it like push-ups. You need to build that muscle. Everything requires a muscle. And so what that means is that you're going to take some time after you have dealt with like what is actually the cause of you being so negative, to actually think about ways you can turn those negative into positives. Besides just journaling and letting it out, affirmations is a really good way to do this. And what you simply do is that you get in the mirror and you tell yourself, I am a good person. I am a happy person. I do feel positive. And you say it until you believe it. And if you feel like I'm not going to sit there for 5 hours and tell myself this because I'm not going to believe it, then try just saying it 3 times. But take out the time to fully look in the mirror and try to dream it to become it. I am positive. I am positive. I am positive. And then after your affirmations, you're going to just practice like building that muscle. So what I mean is, like, let's say it is environment and like you just dread going to work. You just like hate it. When you get up, you determine, like, you have to make a conscious choice. Like, I don't want to go work. Be real with yourself. I don't want to go to work. I do not like them people. I do not like this job. However, they are not in charge of my life. It helps me pay my bills, but they're not me. Like, it's not me. So I'm about to go to work. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to have a good day. So if such and such tries me today, I'm not going to give her that power. So I'm going to interrupt her and divert her and say, hey, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm working. Very sorry, still working. Yes, it may not seem so nice. However, I'm not concerned about being nice. I am concerned about my perspective, doing what's right for me so that I can come out, have a good day, and finally get to the show that I just also have to watch today. It's all about changing your attitude towards it. But when it's internal, it's quite different. If you really feel like you're just consumed by negative energy, you're going to, well, first of all, I'm gonna say seek God. Like seek God and just pray to like kind of get rid of it. But you're gonna have to take a different approach to being positive. You're gonna have to go through to a deeper approach of like kind of finding joy in your life. I don't know if like this seems stereotypical, if I'm stereotyping people that's negative, but if you're for real harnessing negative in you, that means it's something deep down inside of you that just don't sit right with yourself. And so, yes, I say go to therapy and write it in a journal, but that's going to take a lot of time. So, you then want to look in your life like, what is it that you like to do? What is it that you do for fun? Who is it that you like to be around? You want to start spending time with things that make you happy so that you can start building the joy, building the love, building the happiness within inside of you so that you can start the journey to pour it out to other people. Some of you may be thinking like, what do I actually get from being positive? What do people get from being positive? There are so many mean people and they look like they're winning. Like, what is it? What is it all for? And I say to that, it's for you. It's literally for you. It's so that you can feel good. I just put it like this. Like, adulting and life and situations and dealing with people can all be so y'all ghetto. And so if we're gonna be dealing with that, then we have to take and get as much as we can from this world. And I don't mean like just taking stuff from people. I mean the deep stuff, the things that people can't gift you. And the gift of joy, like it's such a privilege. It's such a peace, and it's like if we work literally every day and we have to deal with so much every day, don't you deserve to at least be happy? You do. I'm telling you that you do. So take the time to figure out the external or internal components that has been fostering within you that's causing you to be negative. And then take the time to figure out a reward system or someone to talk to figure out how to motivate yourself out that situation or how to dig deep to help get help pulled out that situation. And then change your attitude. Declare to yourself that you're going to be happy, that you're going to find joy, that you're going to have peace, that today is going to be a good day, that I am going to do good things for good people. No, I'm going to do good things for people, that my actions are going to reflect that. Or even if my actions don't reflect that, in my root, I am kind, I am good, and just give it to the world, because what you give to the world for a positive person, we truly believe that if you put good out there, you will receive good back. It doesn't mean all the time. It doesn't mean that if you're so nice or if you're so positive, you're going to have like this glamorous positive life. We're human. Bad things are going to always happen, but the majority of the time we're going to be happy. We're going to be free. And that's what we deserve. Like we deserve in a job, a person, a situation, or even generationally, like your parents, they don't deserve to have that power over you. Like if you're going to be in the world for 100 years, why spend them angry? Why spend them upset? And make it clear. I told you it's a choice or a decision. You can. You literally can allow yourself or make choices to be that way. But if you clicked on this video, you already feel like it's not me, it's not right. Um, it's not happening for me now. So I'm going to do what I have to do so that I can have a more positive perspective, so that I can enjoy my time, my resources, even my sleep better. So before I conclude this video, I just want to tell you a little bit about me. So I've always been pretty much like a positive person. It's just like, I don't want to say I was born optimistic. I just feel like I just kind of like used to wake up like this. But I went through some things, like for me it was I dealt with two things. It was like environment wise, where it was I was at a job that I didn't like, and so that sometimes made me feel negative. But I did what I told you guys to do. Like I was just like, this job is not gonna have like my whole attitude. Like it's not happening. Today's gonna be a good day, and that's period. And then it was other things where like for me, I wanted to start like a YouTube channel and take on this role like years ago, but I didn't. And so internally I didn't know it at the time, but that negativity was like fostering down on me. And for me, because I'm mostly positive, it feels I always use it like oil down my drain. Like whenever I feel like my light is leaving, because I'm a Christian and I love being a Christian. I value being a Christian. More importantly, I practice like trying to be a good person through my Christianity. So sometimes when I feel like I'm doing things is like out of the ordinary, even something as small as like, why are you so mean? Like I kind of like check myself because it feels like something that's on me that don't belong on, like something that has got on me that like shouldn't be there. And so I want you guys to get to that place because it's not like you decide and decide like I'm positive. Oh my god, I'm so positive, and then it's just like whoo, it's like whoo. All of a sudden you have this halo. It doesn't go like that. It's you have to practice it. It's a muscle, and you have to keep it going and keep it going and keep it going. And so, basically, like I spend my life just. I don't even have to try to be positive. Well, I have to try sometimes to be nice because sometimes like people want me not to be nice. Like, but I do have to make sure that I'm giving love, that I'm giving kindness, even like my YouTube channel. Um, I want to help people. Like that's what I feel that's meant for me to do in my life. And so I just wanted to give you guys that little background because you're like, girl, are you even nice? And I'm like letting you know, like, yeah, girl, I am. To the point where when people say like when they talk about me, one of the main things they've always said, like, oh, you're so nice. Oh, you're so nice. Oh, you're so nice. And I just don't want to be nice. Like, I want to be kind. But positivity is always different because when I start my day, I want to be excited about my day. I don't want to stay in bed and hide away because of people or because of things. And so I want that for you guys too. Okay, so that's about it for this video. I'm in a place where I'm ready to start taking like suggestions on like what type of videos you guys want to see. So go ahead and comment something that like you want me to make a video about when it comes to like self-development or growth, goal setting, whatever it is. I really hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned. I have so much more content planned, and I would love to just get to know you, build a community, love on you, be loved by you, become a family. Bye bye, ladies. Bye bye.